I did that story time about her, y'all, she was inviting me out, like calling me, inviting me to come to her house. And I know for a fact she's seen that video because it was just too calculated. It was like I dropped the story time, and then like within 3 days, haven't heard from this girl in months, but then like within 3 days of me dropping that story time, I'm getting texts from her asking her to come in her house with her, go on a walk with her, like hang out with her. Like, it was giving like, I'm trying to set you up vibe. I'm mad about this story time, so I want to jump you.
Don't wait on it tonight, I wanna get nasty.
The title of the video, your girl is back again with another story time. If you're to my channel, hey girl, hey. And if you're a returning subscriber, I don't even gotta say anything because you know what's up, I know what's up, we know what's up, and that's on way, that's on period. And Mary had a little lamb. So as y'all can see by the title of the video, today I'm gonna be telling y'all a story time about somebody doing a story time on me. So this video is gonna be really interesting because I never seen somebody on YouTube do a story time about somebody doing a story time about them. So this is gonna be a really good video. So y'all go ahead and get comfortable, subscribe, get your snacks, get your juices ready, because I have a feeling that this is gonna be a long story time. I do not like doing long story times, y'all. I just feel like I talk too much. So I'm gonna try to get this video under 30 minutes, but I just have a feeling that this is gonna be a long story time. And y'all always ask me, I get questions all the time of has anyone ever seen your story times? People that you've done story times about, have they ever seen your story times? Have they ever made a story time about you? And yes, y'all, it's a lot of story times about me on YouTube. Obviously, I'm not gonna share those story times with you, or I'm not about to send you to their channel. I'm not about to get somebody paid that's talking about me. Like, who does that? Not I wouldn't do that. But y'all, this story time actually happened on Facebook, and this happened years ago, but recently my homegirl just sent me the story time. So I was like, this will be an interesting video to do. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. And I don't know if I want to tell y'all my side of the story, or should I tell her story time first because it's shorter than mine, because I'm gonna take y'all all the way back. Like, I'm gonna get into great detail with it. So I think I'm gonna tell her story first, and I'm gonna put her story time on the screen, and then I'm gonna basically give y'all my point of view of it. And another disclaimer, I washed my hair today, and I honestly feel like, y'all know when you wash your hair and then you pull your hair up and it feels like your hair is still wet, and I don't know how to explain it, y'all, but I honestly feel like water is just like dripping down my neck right now. So if y'all see anything in this video, if my shirt starts to get wet during this video, your girl not sweating, I'm not nervous, she don't sweat nobody, it's my hair, y'all. I just washed my hair today. So yeah, y'all see anything, that's what it is. So let me go ahead and start off the video by reading her story time. We're gonna go ahead and give her a name. It's so many things that I want to name her, y'all. I really want to do a play on her name, but I don't want to give it away, because if you went to my high school, you know exactly who I'm talking about. And y'all, honestly, this girl is crazy. Every few years she posts things about me on social media. She's always talking about me. So I wouldn't be surprised if this girl, Fish, if she's watching this. Fish, do we want to call her Fish? Fish thing, we're gonna call her Fish, y'all. So we're gonna call her, oh, I really want to say her name. If y'all knew her real name, if you went to my high school, you know exactly who I'm talking about. That's all I'm gonna say. But basically, I'm gonna scribble out her name, y'all. I'm gonna put her story time here on the screen so y'all can read it along with me. But Fish said, story of the first time a bee tried your life. She said, okay, ... So back in middle school, I was Billy Bad A. You weren't, you were Fish. I was Billy Bad A because I honestly didn't give a F. Was either in ISS or suspended every other day, starting from 6th grade. Then one glorious morning, I was on the bus heading to yet another school day in my 8th grade year. Emphasis on heading to school, not after school. I don't know why she put emphasis on that, y'all, but she did. I don't know. It didn't make sense at the end of her story, but I digress. So she said, pretty sure everyone knows I have a little brother. I'm not going to say her little brother name, but she puts his name there. I'm just going to scribble the name out, y'all. So she says, I'm pretty sure everyone knows I have a little brother, blank. So he likes to talk a lot of shh back in the day. And next person that does, she said, wait, I messed up. Let me go back a little bit because I'm messing her story time up. So she said, I told my friends literally word for word, I remember. I hate, in parentheses, y'all, she said, I hate when people talk about my little brother. Next person that does it, I'm going to snap on. And then my friend, she put friend in quotations, y'all. Me and this girl was not friends. The girl never liked me. But she put my friend, Miss Asia Brown. And I don't know why it's not saying like my full name, like it's not showing it, but y'all, she tagged me in this on Facebook at the time she posted this. So she says, Asia Brown thought since we were cool she can run her mouth about my little brother, so she continued to say something slick. So what I do? ? I stood up and I punched old girl in the face, and I went in from there, hit her with her flip-flop and all. Well, she got suspended for 3 days and went back to school saying she beat me up. But when I got back from my 8-day suspension, shorty was on hush. Years later, sophomore year, I tried to fight old girl again. She told the dean and got me in trouble. All in all, I can't stand that girl, laughing my effing A off with the smiley face, y'all. And she tagged me in this. And I want to give y'all a little backstory, because y'all know in order for any of my story times to make sense, I have to give y'all a little backstory. So y'all, every year, or maybe, let me not say every year, because that's over exaggerating, but every few years I get a notification from somebody on social media tagging me in something from her, or like sending me a screenshot of her talking about me. This situation, when I first fought the girl, this happened in 8th grade, like she said, and then 2 years later I get tagged in this story time on Facebook. I'm a sophomore in high school now. She tagged me in this. Fast forward 4 years later, I'm a sophomore in college, and I also get tagged in another post. I tried to go back on my old Twitter and find that screenshot, but I really can't find it. But I remember somebody that I was friends with at the time, they had sent me a post saying, look what Fish put on Facebook. She's talking about you. She posted pictures about me. This girl is a bully. We were never really friends, y'all, but she was just a bully. Like, she used to always bully me. She used to bully people around me. I never really was close with the girl. But yeah, this is going to be the story time of somebody doing a story time about me and kind of how I got suspended. So boom. Fast forward. How old are you when you were in the 8th grade? I don't know. How old are you? 8th grade? 13? Yeah, y'all. I'm 14 years old. I'm in the 8th grade, and me and Fish, we live in the same neighborhood, y'all. And it's a regular smuggler day. We getting ready to go to school, and at this time, Fish was known to be a bully. Let me give y'all a little backstory on her. She was known to be a bully, y'all, and she was one of those girls. She was biracial, y'all. She was black and she was mixed with another race. I don't really remember what that race was, but I just know that she was not, she wasn't fully black, y'all. But she was one of those girls that just thought that she was better than people because she didn't wear weave. And I know I'm not the only one that experienced people like this in elementary school and middle school and high school, but she just thought that she was better than people just because she wore her natural hair. She thought all the girls that wore weave, they were bald headed, and they wasn't all of that just because they didn't wear their natural hair. So I just always remember her talking down on girls that wore weave in their hair. And when I was in middle school, I used to wear the little drawstring ponytails. I used to I don't think my mama was letting me get tracks yet, y'all, but basically I wasn't wearing my natural hair like that. I would wear my natural hair every once in a while, but I was like styling and profiling, y'all. I had my hair in ponytails. I just had all different types of little styles, and I would put weave in my hair. So she didn't like that, but I don't know if that was the main issue why she didn't like me, but I just know that she didn't like black girls that wore weave. She just thought it was ghetto. And it's funny now, y'all, because I went on her Facebook recently. I don't follow her or anything, but I know her name, y'all. I went on her Facebook recently, and now this girl is wearing weave. She's wearing like 2007 weave, like the weave, the sew-ins that we used to wear back in 2007, 2008, those is what she's wearing. Like, she's wearing invisible parts. But when I was in, y'all see what I'm talking about? When I was in middle school, she was talking about everybody that was wearing weave in their hair, but now she's wearing weave. But anywho, y'all, I digress. So one day we're about to get on the bus. I'm at the bus stop, and like Fish said, she had a little brother, and her brother was like in the 6th grade and I was in the 8th grade. And I just remember I was on the bus, and when I got on the bus, her little brother said something to me, and he was annoying. She even said in her post, y'all, she said that he used to talk a lot of ish. Like, he used to talk about any and everybody. He was just one of those little kids that were annoying. So I get on the bus, y'all, and when I get on the bus, her little brother says something to me, and I don't remember exactly what he said to me at the time, but he basically was saying like, oh, I'm ugly, and I look like Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is fine, so thank you. But at that time, I don't know why I was offended, y'all, but I was offended. So he was just like, oh, you ugly, you look like Mariah Carey. And I go to the back of the bus, and I'm just like, boy, shut up, like, your mama ugly, like, you ugly or whatever. So I go to the back of the bus, I sit in my seat, and the little boy proceeds, we're gonna give her a little brother name. If her name is Fish, we're gonna call him Obey. little brother's Obey, y'all. So Obey is talking all of this smack. Like, he's all the way in the front of the bus. They had like the 6th graders and the 7th grade, they was in the front of the bus, and the 8th graders were in the back of the bus, y'all. It wasn't assigned seats or anything, but that's just kind of how the bus was organized. So I'm in the back of the bus or whatever, and I want to say I was friends with this girl. She's not that important, but I do want to mention this girl because she was getting bullied by Fish as well. So let me back up just a little bit, y'all. So I had this friend, we're gonna call her Scary because she was really, really scary, y'all. And Fish would like bully her all the time. Fish would like hit her, push on her, talk smack about her, and Fish would literally go home and cry. And it's kind of crazy that, sorry, not Fish, but Scary would literally go home and cry. And it's kind of crazy that Scary would allow all this to happen because Scary was Jamaican. Like, if you Jamaicans or you know a Jamaican, Jamaicans are not scary. Whatever they say, they stand on it. But this girl was really, really scary. So I used to take up for her all the time. Like, I would tell Fish, don't say anything to her. Mind you, me and Fish, we didn't have any beef. But at the same time, if I'm friends with somebody, I'm not gonna let my friend get bullied. So I used to stick up for this girl all the time. So boom, fast forward, I'm on the bus. Her little brother Obey, he's talking smack about me. I'm in the back of the bus. He was just saying, oh, you ugly, you look like Mariah Carey. And y'all, I'm talking my ish back to him, but I'm not really mad just simply because he's a little boy. I'm in 8th grade, he's in 6th grade. So I'm just like, yeah, whatever, boy, like, shut up, shut up. And you know, in middle school, elementary school, if you want to get somebody heated, you want to make somebody mad, all you have to do is say your mama. Like, put something on somebody's mama and they hot. So he told me that I was ugly and I looked like Mariah Carey, my breath was stank. He just told me all of this crazy mess, y'all. So I was just like, your mother. And I kept saying your mother. So he's getting hot or whatever. He was like,
don't talk about my mama. Don't talk about, I'm just like,
your mother. Everything you say to me, we're gonna put it on your mother. So I keep saying your mother. And boom. Fish is probably, I'm in the back of the bus. Fish is in the middle of the bus, and her little brother Obey is in the front of the bus. So she hears me saying your mother or whatever. Obviously, y'all, they're siblings, so they have the same mother. So when she hears me say your mother, she's like,
don't talk about my mother. Don't talk about my mother. Don't talk about my mother. You can say whatever you want to say to him, but please don't put my mother in it.
But at this point, y'all, I already done said your mother about 50 times, so it's a little bit too late. It's your mother, and I'm standing on it. So I'm just like, oh, your mother. So she was just like, oh, I'm gonna come back there and beat your A. Don't talk about my mama. Don't talk about my mama. So I'm just like, do it. Like, one thing about me, y'all, I never been scared. I'm not gonna act like I'm a big bad wolf and I know how to fight oh so well. I do got 2 brothers, but y'all, I never been scary. So I'm just like, do it. Like, do it. She was just like, I'm gonna come back there and do this and do that and do that. And I just remember she was just like, come say it in my face. Come say your mother in my face. So y'all, I pops up out my seat. I walk up to her. By this point, Fish, she's in the aisle of the bus, y'all. Everybody, the whole bus is like, oh, like, y'all know how middle schoolers are. So the whole bus is like, oh, it's not. Y'all, it's about to go down. I hop out the seat. I walk towards her, and she's in the middle of the aisle, y'all. So I'm just like, your mother. Next thing I know, y'all, bam. She punches me in my, I think it's this eye, y'all. She punches me in my left eye. And immediately we start fighting or whatever. And I'm not even gonna lie, y'all, that first hit, she really did it with that first hit. I'm gonna give her that, because to this day, like, y'all probably can't tell, but my eye has like a little puffiness under it to this day. That's why I don't condone fighting. Definitely don't fight ugly people, because in the end, baby girl, even if you win, you lose, if you know what I mean. So she punches me dead in my eye. Immediately we start fighting or whatever. I'm sticking with her. I also want to let y'all know that I had 2 ponytails in my, did I have 2 ponytails? I don't know if I had 2 ponytails, but I just remember I used to always wear these little drawstring ponytails, and I had one of them in my hair the day that this happened. So I got my hair in a ponytail. I'm fighting her. I'm fighting. The whole time, the girl is just gagging at my ponytail. She's not really hitting me. She's just like, so this is me, y'all. This is my ponytail. And then this is I'm Fish, y'all. This is my ponytail. She just pulling me like this, and she's dragging me. And I do want to let y'all know that Fish was bigger than me. Around this time, I probably weighed no more than like 120. And I don't know how much Fish weighed, but let's just say I was the size of the short bus, the slow bus, and she was the size of a yellow school bus, so like a regular size school bus, just big, y'all. So she's like pushing me, dragging my hair. At one point, I had my flip-flop falls off. I trip over my flip-flop, y'all. I fall down in the seat or whatever. So now I'm in the seat and she's on top of me and she's still just pushing me. She's pushing me. So I'm fighting her. I'm fighting her. I fought my way up. Eventually somebody breaks the fight up. The fight probably lasts all of probably no more than like 50 seconds, y'all. This fight was really, really quick. So she gets up, and when she gets up, she picks my shoe. She picks my shoe up. She throw my shoe at me. That's what she claims when she says that she beat me up with my shoe, but she just throws my flip-flop at me. The fight is over. You know how middle schools are. Everybody's laughing, being mad and mature. By this time, we're at the school, and my thing was, it didn't even make sense for me to fight homegirl on the school bus, y'all, because we lived in the same neighborhood. So we could have fought her off campus and I have been suspended for it. But like she said, she hit me first, and I never been a type to hit first. But my mama told me, if you hit first, I have to swing, y'all. I have to swing. So that happens or whatever. We get to the school. Once we get to the office, we're in the dean's office. The dean asks me my side of the story, what happened. He asks Fish her side of the story, what happened. Her little brother, Obey, is there, and she asks him his side of the story. And their side of the story matches up with everything that I'm saying. And the dean states that she's the antagonizer. Like, she antagonized me. She hit me first. She admitted that she hit me first. So I was suspended for 3 days. She was suspended for 8 days, like she said. So boom, I do my little 3-day suspension. I told my mother about it. My mother was proud of me just for sticking up for myself. And my mother had already knew that this girl was a bully, because like I said, she bullied one of my friends named Scary. And y'all, you want to know the crazy thing is, the whole time while me and Fish was fighting, Scary was in the seat with me, and Scary didn't say anything. She ain't trying to break up. Scary didn't do anything. Scary didn't defend me. Scary didn't say anything. I didn't want her to like jump the girl with me, but it's just like, at least you could do as a friend is defend me, because every time you getting bullied, Asia is the first one on the line for you. But nonetheless, y'all, I do my little 3-day suspension. I'm back in school or whatever, like everything's good. I'm back in school. Y'all know anytime you get in a fight, the first time you come back to school, everyone's talking about it, everyone's giggling, and people are like, well, Asia, I heard that you lost the fight, like what happened or whatever. I'm like, no, I didn't lose the fight. The only thing she did was pull my weave out. She put my weave out. There was a video for this, y'all, and somebody did post this on Twitter, but I don't have a Twitter account, and I do have like my old Twitter account, but I don't know how to get. I'm gonna try to look for the video for y'all, but I doubt I can find this video because I haven't seen this video since like 2012. But basically, they're like, oh, she pulled your ponytail out. They said that you lost the fight. I'm just like, no, I beat her ass. The only thing she did was got the first hit. Blah, 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 blah. So anytime somebody comes up to me that day, the whole day, people are like, oh, what happened? I heard you got in a fight with Fish. Like, what happened? What happened? I beat her ass. Like, everybody that asked me what happened, my answer was, I beat her ass. Like, I beat her. That was my answer the entire day. So eventually she comes back to school and she's telling everybody like, oh no, you lost. I pulled your ponytail out. You bald head or whatever. We had like little words, going back and forth, y'all. But that was that. Honestly, she never liked me since that situation happened. Of course, I would still see her around school, and that was just that, y'all. We just didn't like each other. Fast forward, this situation with her happened all the way in 8th grade, 2 years ago. Don't have an issue with the girl. Of course, we still don't like each other. Like, when I see her, I'm eyeballing her. She's eyeballing me. Like, we don't really mess with each other. But like I said, it happened in 8th grade. There's no beef. Me and this girl do not live in the same neighborhood anymore. I rarely see this girl around. Don't know anything about the girl, honestly. That happened in 8th grade. It's old news. But Fish was still mad that she didn't get her win. She still wanted her win. And she was mad that she was suspended for longer than me, y'all. So she started this whole rumor my sophomore year of high school, telling everybody that I was talking trash about her, that I don't even remember what the rumor was, y'all. And I do want to let y'all know, around this time, girls at my high school, they would literally make up anything to like have you in beef or have you in drama. Like, when they didn't like you, they would literally make up anything. I remember it was one time a girl wanted to fight me because she liked my boyfriend. She liked my boyfriend and she wanted to fight me because I was dating my boyfriend. Another time, a girl wanted to fight me because her boyfriend liked me and they wanted to fight me. Like, girls, they want to fight you for anything. Sometimes girls will want to fight you. If you wearing pink and her favorite color pink, they might want to fight you, y'all. If you looked at her brother too long, they might want to fight you. I honestly, y'all, it could be any and everything. They would want to fight you over the smallest reasons. And like I said, in my high school, everybody was like really clicked up. Like if 2 or 3 people didn't like you, that mean the whole school didn't like you. And I wasn't in a clique in high school. I had like the same group of close friends that I have now. Those are the same friends that I had since high school, y'all. Like me and my best friends, we've been friends for over like 10 years now. I don't change friends. I'm not in cliques or anything like that. All the girls that were in cliques, half of these people don't even know each other or even hang out with each other. So also a little off topic, but if you in college or you in high school right now, you watching this video and people don't like you, it really don't matter, because 5, 6, 7 years from now, these people don't even like each other. So it really does not matter. But back to the story, y'all. Fish didn't like me. Half of the school didn't like me at this point. And I do remember why. It was a situation where a girl's boyfriend was talking to me and I didn't know that it was her boyfriend. And it wasn't my duty to be faithful. I didn't ask you out. Your nigga asked you out. So it was his duty to be faithful. But people found out that I was talking to this guy, and a popular girl at my school was dating this guy. So they started this whole rumor, as Asia is like the boyfriend stealer. Asia want everybody man. Asia can't get her own man. So that's why like half of the other girls at the school didn't like me about a guy, y'all. Mind you, who knows where this guy at? Who is this guy? Like, who knows where he's at today? But boom, fast forward, she started this crazy rumor about me, telling the whole school that I was talking about her, and I said I was gonna do this to that, her, do that to that. And y'all, it was so random because like I said, I haven't had any real beef with Fish since 2 years ago, since 8th grade. So I just remember the day of the incident, I come to school and I was friends with this girl. I'm not going to expose her, but we're going to call her scary number 2 because she was really scary. Scary number 1, you didn't have any reason to be scary. Like, you got Jamaican blood in you and you scary. That's crazy. But Scary 2, I was in class with Scary 2, and I just remember she came up to me, y'all, and the girl just looked very, very worried for me. Like, she walked up to me and she was just like, Asia, are you supposed to be fighting today? You're fighting today? And I'm like, what? Scary number 2, what are you talking about? I have on a skirt. What are you talking about? She's like, word around the school is you supposed to be fighting Fish today. And I'm like, Fish? I'm fighting Fish today? And she's like, yeah, look, you fighting Fish today. So she pulls up this post or whatever, and I believe this was on Facebook, y'all, and it was a post of Fish saying that she's tired of me talking crap, speaking down on her. She's beating my A today. She's sticking up for herself. She was basically playing victim, y'all. At this time, I had a Facebook, but I wasn't even saying anything while on Facebook because my mother wouldn't really allow me to have a Facebook. I think this happened in like maybe 2012, 2013. That's when I was in high school. And yeah, I wasn't even heavy on Facebook, but she was just like, yeah, I'm tired of her throwing subliminals. I'm tired of her talking about me. Today's the day because like I'm sticking up for myself. Basically, that's what her post said. If I can find a post, I'm going to put it in this video, y'all. But yeah, that was the gist of her post. So I'm looking at Scary 2 and I'm just like, nah, why would I fight today? Like, I have on press-ons, I have on nails, I have on a skirt, and I'm wearing dress code today. Like, I had on a mini skirt, y'all, and I had on a tank top, and I had a jacket over it. Like, why would I fight her? And my hair was cute that day. Why would I fight her? If I was fighting you, I would have came to school with a bonnet on. I would have came to school with sweats on, and I would have been ready. So it's like, no, I'm not fighting her. And she's like, oh, because when I was in the bathroom, I overheard people saying that you were supposed to be fighting Fish today. And when I got on Facebook, I saw this post about you fighting Fish today. And I'm just like, nah, I didn't really hear about it, but I don't really care, y'all. Mind you, at this point, we probably was like in 3rd period. So fast forward to, I want to say 5th period. It's the end of the day. Also, when I'm walking to my other periods and I'm going to lunch and stuff, everyone is looking at me. Like, no one's saying anything, but everyone is just like looking at me. They just looking like mad crazy at me, y'all. But no one's saying anything. It just felt, the energy just felt off in the school. So I'm just like, yeah, something's funny today, but I didn't really peep it, y'all, because like I said, I had on a skirt that day. I was wearing dress coat that day. I had on a tank top, in sweats. My hair was done really cute. I had my nails done. My makeup was done. Like, if I'm gonna fight somebody, or if I plan to fight somebody, I'm gonna come prepared. I'm not gonna wear a skirt on the day that I'm supposed to fight somebody. So I'm just chilling or whatever, but I just noticed the energy at the school was just off. So finally, it's after my 5th period. I'm about to get ready and go to my 6th period. I stopped by the girls' bathroom. I see my best friend. My best friend comes up to me and she was just like, "Are you ready?" And I said, "What you talking about?" She was like, "Are you ready? Because Fish is on her way over here. She said that she's beating your A today. Like, are you ready?" And I'm like, "What you mean, am I ready?" Scary 2 told me that I was supposed to be fighting today, but that's news to me, because how you knew that I was supposed to be fighting? I didn't even know I was supposed to be fighting. So she was just like, "Well, I don't know about none of that, but I'm gonna give you my shorts. We can change clothes or whatever." Like, she was trying to give me her clothes to put over me or whatever, because she knew that I was supposed to be getting in the fight. So y'all, I'm puzzled as hell. I'm confused. I'm trying to get all the details from my best friend. My best friend is basically trying to prepare me. Like, she's trying to see if we can change clothes. She's trying to wrap my hair up. She's telling me to take my press-ons off. She's basically telling me to get prepared, because word around town is the girl said she was gonna just come up and punch me in my ish without any words, any explanation, and she was coming with 3 other girls that don't like me. So my best friend is there and she ready to stand in the paint for me, y'all. She's ready to fight. So she's like wrapping me up or whatever, and before I can even change clothes, because you know how embarrassing that would be, y'all, to fight. Like, that's one of my worst nightmares, to get in a fight and my titty pop out or my kuka is being shown. Like, y'all don't know how embarrassing that is. Like, I would rather go to jail than to be exposed. Like, it wasn't gonna happen. So y'all, before me and my best friend can either change clothes or whatever, my best friend is in the stall. I'm out the stall or whatever. A big crowd of people is like overcrowding the bathroom, and these bathrooms were like, they weren't like, they didn't have doors, y'all. So it was like the stalls were right here, and of course it was a door, and it was like a common area where you would go and wash your hands, but it was connected to like the hallway where all the classes were. It was like open. It wasn't actually a door there. So my best friend is in there. She's trying to change so we can, you know, clothes swap or whatever. So before she even gets out the stall, I look behind me, y'all, and it's an entourage of people behind Fish. So as soon as I see Fish, she's like, "What's all that mess you talking? What's all that mess you talking? What's all that mess you talking?" And I'm just like, "What's up? What's up? You know I didn't say anything about you. You a bully. You a bully. I didn't say anything about you, but if you want to fight, what's up?" or whatever. So me and her, we're going back and forth, and she's just like, "Oh, they told me that you said this about my mom and my family and this." Like, she's talking about all of this crazy stuff, y'all. I honestly wish I could remember what she was saying, but I don't remember because this happened years ago. She just said a whole bunch of nothing about me, y'all. A whole bunch of nothing. And she's talking for about probably for about 4 minutes, y'all, and I'm just sitting there because I'm not the one to do too much talking. Like, if we gonna fight, we gonna fight. I'm not about to go back and forth with you, like, hit me, like, basically hit me or whatever. So I'm standing there, and she just doing a whole bunch of talking. She has her entourage. She has the girls holding her back. Other girls that the boyfriend wasn't faithful to them with me, they there or whatever. They looking or whatever. They just like, "Yeah, hit that hoe, hit that hoe, hit that hoe. Finally your day has came. Finally your day has came." So she's bringing up the situation in 8th grade. So she's like, "Oh, you thought I hit you in 8th grade. You thought I beat you in 8th grade. You thought I beat you then. You thought I could fight you then. But now, baby, now," like, she's saying all of this big talk, y'all. And the whole time, I'm not saying anything. I'm just like this. Hit me, not saying anything. I don't know if it was the dean, but one of the staff at the school, they come, they pull her, and they jack her up. They pull her, they jack her up. And they're like,
"Fish, come here. Fish, come here. Fish, come here."
They got her jacked up. She's flopping like a fish, and she's just talking back. She's like, "No, because I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her. I'm tired of her." The girl is boohoo crying. She act like I did so much things to her, like, very delusional, y'all. She made all of this up to talk, to be chatty about somebody that I don't even care about. Like, I didn't care about her. Like, it would be different if you had my ninja and it was something for me to be chatty about, or you look better than me, or it was something for me to be chatty about. But y'all, it was literally nothing for me to be chatting about this girl. So I didn't say anything. So she was just very delusional. So she's crying and she just yelling. She got me effed up. She's still trying to fight me in front of the dean and the staff or whatever. And the staff is yelling, telling everybody to go back to class. Everybody's scattering like roaches. Finally, he's like, "Asia, meet me at the dean office." They walk me to the dean office. But for some, I don't know, y'all, for some reason, I made it to the dean office before her. I don't know why, but I don't know why, y'all. I don't know if she took I don't know how, but I made it to the dean office before her. So I get to the dean office, y'all, and the dean is just like, what's going on, Miss Byrne? What's going on? I heard that you planned this whole big fight. You have the whole school on lock. No one's in class. Like, you plan all of this. You know you're going to be suspended, right? So I'm just like, wait, what? I planned what? They're like, yeah, you've been planning this for months. This has been all over the media. And I'm just like, how does everybody know about this but me? I don't know anything. So I break down everything. I'm telling her like I'm telling y'all. I go back all the way from the 8th grade because the dean wants to know why we don't like each other, why there's an issue. So I'm telling the dean, like, I don't have a problem with this girl. As y'all seen in her story time, what did she say? I think she said at the end of her story time, oh, she said, I can't stand that girl. The girl never really liked me or whatever. So I'm telling her about the situation in 8th grade, and I'm telling her about everyone coming up to me asking me, was I getting a fight? I didn't even know anything about a fight. I'm like, look at me. I have on a skirt. You think if I was planning to fight, I would have came to school with a skirt on and with my face beat? No, I would have came in a bonnet. Come on now. I would have showed up looking like Mayweather, y'all. I wouldn't have came in a skirt. Like, who fights in a skirt? So the dean is just like, yeah, you're right. You kind of have a point or whatever. So she was just like, all right, well, Fish is on her way up here. I'm going to go ahead and get her point of view. Are y'all able to be in the same room together? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm cool. She the one that's acting ugly. You the one that's flopping around like a fish. Like, I'm relaxed because you created this. So as soon as she get in the room, y'all, she comes and the girl is popping off in the dean office like she wants to fight me. The dean is trying to calm her down. They have guards and security there trying to calm her down. And I don't know what that triggered in me, y'all, but I start popping off in the dean office too, because it's just like, you wasn't doing all of this when you had your entourage. You was talking to me about 4 minutes because you knew everybody was gonna hold you back or probably trying to jump me. But now that we in the office, it's like, you only do this when people are around. Like, at this time, y'all, I live walking distance from the school, so I could have literally walked to school. You could have popped off then. You see me outside of school at events and things, you could have popped off then. Around this time, y'all, I used to go to the skating ring heavy. As a kid, that was like something we used to do. We used to always go to the skating ring called Skate Mania, and I would see her there. Like, you could pop off anytime, but you choose to pop off in school. And you did this when I was in 8th grade and I got suspended. And now you doing this again. So she's popping off. So I start popping off in the office or whatever, popping my stuff. And I'm just like, what's up? Telling her what's up in the office. She's popping off in the office. I believe she got suspended again for 2 weeks. And I think I'll get 3 days of in-school suspension, I think. Was it 3 days? I don't know, y'all. It could have been longer than that. I just remember them making me, I had to write every word in the dictionary for 3 days, y'all, during school. And that's pretty much the story time on how somebody would randomly do story times on me. Even after the situation, the most recent time, somebody sent me something on Twitter that she said about me in 2020. 2020, I graduated college in 2019. I graduated high school in 2015. And the girl is still delusional. Like, she's coming up with stuff. I honestly, y'all, I would be so surprised if the girl does not see this video, because like I said, every few years I'm getting sent something about Fish talking about me, Fish saying this, Fish doing this, and it's just like, it's giving weird. Like, whatever beef you didn't like me about in the 8th grade, that's cool or whatever. I'm sure it was valid. I was talking about your mother. We thought that was that. But after that, it's just like, y'all, I honestly don't know what it is that, well, y'all, I honestly don't know what it is about me that makes this girl's skin crawl, but any time she gets a chance to talk about somebody that she does not like, my name gets brought up. The situation with them tagging me on Twitter in 2020, it started off just like this. It was like, boom, story time. And that post that she made about me when I was a sophomore, my best friend sent me that. She also tagged me in it, and I think I commented on it, and I was just like, you can have it. Like, I don't even think I lived in the same city as her anymore. I don't know where I was at, y'all, but I know we definitely didn't go to the same school. It was just giving weird. Like, every few years, this girl just finds a reason to talk about me. Like I said, hello Fish, because I know you watching this video. And y'all, that's pretty much the end of this story time. And I feel like I'm leaving something out. I really don't know what it is, but I honestly feel like I'm leaving something out. I feel like something happened from my sophomore year to 2020 other than the Twitter situation. but I can't think of it, y'all. But to answer y'all questions, because I do get this question a whole lot. A lot of people are always asking me, like, Asia, does anybody that you do story times about watch your story times? Yes, y'all, they watch my story times. And I know they watch my story times because if you are OG here and you know who Ludacris is, I think I did 2 story times about her. She was in my fake friend story time. After I did that story time about her, y'all, she was inviting me out, like calling me, inviting me to come to her house. And I know for a fact she's seen that video because it was just too calculated. It was like I dropped the story time, and then like within 3 days, haven't heard from this girl in months, but then like within 3 days of me dropping that story time, I'm getting texts from her asking her to come in her house with her, go on a walk with her, like hang out with her. Like, it was giving like, I'm trying to set you up vibe. I'm mad about this story time, so I want to jump you. I want to, like, you know, I want my revenge back. But of course, y'all, I'm no dummy, so of course I didn't hang out with her. There was another story time I did, how my 5-year friendship ended about, I think it was the vacation story time. After that situation, maybe like a few months after that situation, the girl started randomly calling me. Of course, I didn't answer the phone because I don't have anything to say. You watched the video. That's your closure, boo-boo. Like, I don't have anything to say. They called me after that. One of the guys I did a story time about, they text me and was just like, hey, I saw your story time. I'm sorry you felt that way. But he was really apologetic about it. He wasn't mad. But yes, another girl actually did a story time about me and she placed it on YouTube. Like I said, I'm not sending y'all to her page. I'm not giving anyone views and money, so I'm not gonna tell y'all who she was. But I did a story time about how she canceled my nail appointment. The whole story time wasn't even about her, but she went and she made a whole video about me, about somebody that she never met. So I think it kind of was a coincidence. I think she was a subscriber because it was too calculated. It was like I posted my story time saying that she canceled my nail appointment for whatever reason, and then 2 days later I get on YouTube, and it was weird how I seen this video because she didn't put my name in the title. Like, y'all can type in I am Asia Storytime and her video is not gonna pop up. She put something, I don't remember how she titled the video, y'all, but I don't know. It was just meant for me to see the video. Like, maybe God wanted me to see this video because her video randomly popped up, and she had like 300 subscribers on her channel, and I just so happened to see this video. Didn't know the girl, never seen her face on YouTube before, but the video just happened to be about me. And then even some of my subscribers seen the video, they commented on it. It was just like, you talking about Asia, don't talk about her, don't do that. And I love how y'all have my back. Shout out to y'all if you commented on that video, because it was a few of y'all saying that y'all knew she was talking about me. And y'all had my back on that video. And yeah, y'all, this is pretty much the end of the story time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in my next story time. Peace. Mwah.